welcome again to Seeking Truth. Today we have a really kind of a special treat, if you will. I have with me today Miss Regina Moser, along with Colleen Lemma. And today we're going to be discussing a little event that Regina would like to kind of put out there to everyone. It has to do with Hands Across America. You know, everybody grabbed hands from coast to coast, and it was this unity thing. And so Regina and Miss Colleen are going to do something similar. We're going to talk about that today. And I'm very excited to have both of these lovely spirit-guided, open-hearted women to discuss this today. I would like to welcome both of my beautiful guests, Miss Regina and Miss Colleen. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Right on. So let me start with you, Miss Regina. Can you give us, do you have an actual name for the event?
Well, what I want is to kind of launch more like a campaign for a monthly event. I thought that what stuck with me was within this new age that we're moving into, like one seed, because it's about being singular but also connecting that on one plane, so of this unity, and the seed being within all of us, that we have this spiritual knowledge, and to meditate on that to include like a universal growth. So that's what I want this project to be titled, is one seed to incorporate and activate this mind shift.
Right. I love it. How do you feel about that, Colleen? Like the one seed type?
When she says that, it reminds me of one consciousness, that we're all a part of one source and one consciousness. And when you think about a seed, it's like planting a seed, in the ground and then watching that grow. And so I really like her inspiration and her imagination, her creative imagination, and coming up with that title, One Seed, because this is something that we do hope will grow and grow and grow month by month throughout the planet, throughout the world, and connecting with all of those of like mind, so that we can help to raise the vibration of the planet and of humanity. So I think it's beautiful.
Great. Thank you, Colleen. That was really awesome insight as usual. Can you give us Regina, can you give us any history, talk a little bit maybe about Hands Across America?
I wanted to do something to help open people up, because more and more I find are tuning into this consciousness and becoming aware, and I'll see it from going to the grocery store and hearing a conversation to a spin class, and they're like, what's your intention? It's like, that wasn't happening before. It was all like within yoga, and it's just starting to spread. And so I wanted to be a part of that, but I find that most meditation is done definitely within yourself, by yourself. And so that pulses out into the universe, and that creates change.
Right.
I was thinking, if everyone did the same sort of meditation with the same intention at the same time, like what kind of effect that have on us at this time, when we're seeing like this pendulum going back and forth of really great change and really wonderful equality happening, and then all of a sudden, like the next week, we're back over here. Hands Across America was something that I was a part of.
Oh, love it.
I was 8 years old, and I remember joining hands and trying to bring awareness to the homeless and hungry problem in my city, which was Memphis at the time. That's kind of what brought about me wanting to contact Colleen, who I've entrusted with my spiritual guidance since 2013, and she just immediately came to mind, and I wanted to get her involved in this. And bring it together and use, all of my resources to make this happen, because it does happen within, but we can also, join together and, collectively send a bigger ripple throughout this cosmic network and bring about, awareness to universal consciousness.
I love it, Regina. And what just clicked for me when you were speaking was your name, or the name of the event, called One Seed, right? And so as you're speaking, what do you think of this, Colleen? When she was 8 years old in that line in Hands Across America, that was a seed plant back then for you. And now look at you. What do you think of that, Colleen?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can see. I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I didn't make the connection, but as you say that, it is so pertinent to, Regina's consciousness that, that seed was planted back when she was 8 years old. And now she's grown into this beautiful young woman with this beautiful, creative, inspirational vision. And now she's planting a seed, here in 2016, that hopefully over the years will grow and grow and expand and help, those on the planet, those of like mind, as well as those that maybe are not yet aware, to kind of expand and to understand, the power within them as far as their own spirituality and what that essence of their spirituality can accomplish. And just as Regina said, the more people that can come together with the same kind of intention of love and light and healing for the planet and humanity, and doing that at a similar time period, which is, the concept and what's behind this is to do it on one particular day, hopefully throughout the day. That's going to be much more powerful, where two or more people come together, the energy is more powerful.
Right. That's why it's such a great idea. I love it. Why did you want to do this? What is what's going on in your heart?
Well, again, with everything going on with, current affairs, and especially with our country, a very critical, in my opinion, election is coming up.
I agree.
And it got me a bit nervous. And then I also have a niece who could be affected by this bathroom law in, North Carolina. And I want to grow and incorporate love. And I just kind of have gotten sick of being on the sidelines and not really, participating.
I wanted to say thank you to Regina for sending that email, because I feel so honored that she thought of me to be a part of such a very important, event, or such an important project. And I have to say, when I read her email, I was, she asked me when I finally talked to her on the phone, well, what did you think when you first read my email? And I said, I thought that I was so happy that there was somebody else out there that wanted to help in this way, help raise the vibration of the planet and humanity, that really wanted to do something so worthy. And when I was talking to her on the phone, she said, I'm nervous. And I said, well, why are you nervous? This is such a wonderful thing. And she's stepping into her strength. She's stepping into her power. She's stepping into her truth. I took a quick look at her astrological chart and I said, oh no, it's time. It's time for you. So, thank you, Regina, for, contacting me.
What is your vision for, if it could just turn out to be the most perfect, outcome for you, what would that look like?
For the initial meditation on the 25th of May, which is the 30th anniversary of the Hands Across America, I feel like there's so much anxiety in the world, and just to kind of send some love and calm, over everyone, and then have more people contact and say, well, when's the next one going to be? That would be absolutely spectacular.
That's great.
So, when's the next one? So I've got a couple more people, who are interested. And
if I could interject, Marcella, I'd like to actually ask Regina to right now maybe take a minute or two to explain to people that, unlike Hands Across America, where you physically had to go out and be present and be holding hands, that this is going to be a different kind of event that everyone across the planet can do right from their own home, right from where they're at. So I'm going to hand it over to Regina to just discuss that, because that is an important piece for people to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so on May 25th, a time will be given for 15 minutes to just go and sit in peace and meditate and send intentions out to help spread love and respect for humanity and empathy for other people and understanding, so that you don't have to be in a group. Like Colleen said, it's not a tangible thing. It's something for you to go inside, to reflect, to send out to everyone. And so that's pretty much how it's going to work. If it would be wonderful for everyone to be able to join at the same 15-minute interval. However, the idea, if you can't, is just for that day to take time to reflect and meditate on change and opening everyone up.
How are we going to be notified and reminded? Because we're busy people. So how are we going to are you going to put stuff out on Facebook, or what should we tune into to learn more?
Well, with it kind of being a month away, a Facebook page is developed, and along with that an event page, so that you can select that and keep in touch with what's going on. The time and date will be there. And so depending on where you are in the US time zone or across the world, you would know that at this specific time, that's when the meditation would begin.
Great. So we will make sure to have that, down below in the description area, and also we'll put some stuff on the end of the video here. Do you have any final thoughts you want to say, Regina?
I mean, just to reiterate, to be open to change. And I feel that in my experience before I started meditating, I wasn't in tune with it, and I felt like I was an imposter, and like I was posing, like, oh, you're not this hippie sitting down and oming all the time. And it just didn't feel comfortable for me. And eventually, I take the train to work. I live in Manhattan. So I've got a good, 20-minute ride. And it was like, instead of plugging in and listening to, music or, a podcast, which are great too, like, I'm just going to take 5 minutes and do a meditation. And I started doing that, and it's been, 2 months now. And I feel so much better when I do.
Yeah.
And it's like, there is no wrong way to meditate.
True.
You just have to have the intention there. And when your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to, yourself and in that moment. And it's really powerful stuff.
Ms. Colleen, is there any final things you'd like to add before we?
Just to remind everybody that this is, a worldwide thing. So we do invite everyone, no matter where you are and what country that you are on the planet. We want you to join us and be a part of this, and sending that love and light and healing energy to everyone, to our planet, our Earth, and to humanity as a collective. And I do want to also thank you, Marcella, for being open to be, this wonderful platform for us to be able to get this message out. So I know
Absolutely.
It was short notice, so I really have to thank you for fitting us in and doing this for us and being a part of this experience. So thank you.
Oh my gosh, both of you are so welcome. It is my absolute honor. Okay, well, it sounds like we're all good to go. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today on Seeking Truth. And please share, and let's see what happens. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on, this is going to be great. It's 15 minutes. The only thing it's going to do is help you. Let's go viral.
Absolutely.
All right, girls. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you for the women and the strength that you are. Okay?
Thank you.
And to everybody else out there, remember this: reverence for self and others. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.